Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're just gonna continue our pause menu. So we're gonna go right in the third person character and we're gonna go to the event graph and we're gonna search for an empty space here and we're gonna create a logic to make us use our pause menu blueprint. So first of all, we go to edit project setting and we're gonna go to the input and in the action mapping here, make sure that you click on the plus and create for pause and put the letter that you want. Make sure you put something else than escape because it's not going to work in the program. When you're going to play in your game, it's going to work, but not when you play here. So you can add something, but just make sure you have two of it. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So I'm just going to add on the keyboard here, I'm just going to add escape. There we go. But I'm not going to use that. You can only use it when you play in your game. Okay, so go back to the third person character. We're going to search for the input that we just set up. So we're going to search for the pause. Oops. And we're going to make sure that we go down and take the action event pause. And from that, we're going to do our little logic to make us the ability to pause the game. So first we're gonna all be on the keyboard to do a branch. And from that branch here, we're gonna promote that to a variable. And we're just gonna rename this can pause game interrogation. Whoops. Oh, it was already created. So I'm just gonna remove that. So can pause game, drag that there, set up and connect it to the condition. Make sure you compile so you can change the default value of can pause game. Make sure that it's checked, otherwise it's not gonna work. From the truth here, we're gonna search for is valid. I'm gonna take this one with the interrogation mark. There we go. Now, from the actually, we're just gonna go to the valid one first, and we're gonna do the is not valid after. So all B on the keyboard to the branch, gonna connect that right there. From the condition here, we're gonna search for is game pause. There you go. And from the branch here, we gonna actually just a little thing just before that, we're gonna search for get player controller. There we go. And from the player controller, we're gonna search for show mouse cursor. I'm gonna take the one that say set, and I'm gonna connect this to through. I mean true, not through. And from this, we're gonna remove from parent. Actually, we won't be able to remove from parent first because we need to have the widget or pause menu widget. So we're just gonna go back a little bit here, and from here, from not valid, from that branch here, sorry, not this one, this one here, we're gonna create our widget, create widget, and we're gonna select our pause menu widget. There you go. And from that now, we're just gonna promote it to a variable, and we're gonna call that ref pause menu, like so. I'm gonna move everything a little bit back here. And I'm gonna connect this to branch. And from here, we're gonna plug our pause menu. So the reference for our pause menu, so this one. And I'm gonna put it right here, like so. There we go. Perfect. So now we're gonna be able to continue. So here we're gonna take the reference for pause menu, get, and from that we're gonna remove from parent. Gonna connect the remove from parent here. Make sure the set mouse cursor is tick. Forget to do that. And from here we're gonna set game pause. We're gonna take this one here. And from that, we're just gonna drag right here, and I'm gonna set input mode game only. So this one here, I mean this one, game and UI. From this, we're gonna search for get player controller. This one here, we're gonna drag that to the player controller. And we're just gonna copy this, Control C, Control V, put it down here. We're gonna plug it there, and from this we just make sure that it's stick here, and we just have to do from the false here, add to viewport. We'll be like, it's not gonna work. Have to do that first here from this one to viewport, like so. Now we can plug this to the false and plug that right down here. The last thing that we have to do is make sure that we have a reference menu that is connected to the widget right there. Double click here on the line just to do a reroute note. A little bit easier, make it pretty. There we go. So we have all the logic here for our character in the character to access our blueprint. So if we do compile and save, if we go back to the third person map here, if I do play, she'll be able to have the menu when I press P. So on this, as you can see, so we have all the menu here, and that's pretty much this, right? So that's pretty easy. So we have the setting here, we have the control here. They don't work because we didn't set up anything, but if you click resume, it's go to resume. If you click P again, and you can quit. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do that. So hopefully I hope it was useful, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.